Okay, welcome back. Doing level 6 Quake 4. And not much to say about this. This is more of a transition than an actual level. This is just coming on board the ship, the Hannibal, and getting some exposition, whatever. Thus far, the Marine has, or excuse me, Matthew Kane of Raven Squad, obviously named after the company that developed the game, Raven Software, took out the anti-aircraft weapons and destroyed the hangar, landed the Hannibal. So now the Marines feel as though the war against the Strogg is going well. And so this is just a little break from the action. You get to wander around the ship a little bit, talk to other NPCs that kind of tell you what's going on. And this is, it does paint a stark difference against what's going on with Doom 3. Remember, these two games came out roughly around the same time. Doom 3 in, I believe, late 2003 or early 2004, somewhere around there, and this in late 2005. And I will say this, with Doom 3, you are very much on your own. You get no help. There's the little sentry bots that occasionally help you in a couple of spots, but no NPCs to help you out. With Quake 4, you get plenty of help, plenty of Marines. Although that will be less and less the case as the game goes on. You will be much more on your own in the later missions. But for the early part of the missions, you are very much, you have a team helping you out. Always love having those techs and medics accompanying you. They can repair your armor and your health. Once, I believe, Matthew Kane becomes half Strogg or whatever, undergoes the augmentation process, then you're very much on your own. There's a handful of levels here and there where you have some help, but for the most part, the second part of the game is you relying more on yourself. And I will say, and this is basically the end of the first chunk of levels. Now the difficulty is going to ramp up a little bit. We're going to meet some new enemies, get some new weapons, etc. So let's go ahead. We're going to load MCC landing site, hit the exit, and then we'll spend the next part on board the Hannibal. And I did a positivity, just kind of checking in and seeing how everyone was going a couple vids ago. Thought I'd kind of piggyback on that. It is, as of the time of this recording, early September 2023. It's going to be warm out where I live for the next few days, but better weather's coming. I always think that, mid to late September through late October, that's the sweet spot of the year. That's when it's nice and cool. It starts cooling down a little bit. You have cool mornings, warm afternoons, cool evenings, crisp air. It's a great time to go out for walks, go out for runs, get some fresh air, get some exercise. Go out and do stuff. Apple picking, pumpkin patching, corn mazing, hay riding, haunted housing. There's so much fun stuff to do this time of year. Don't waste it. For my part, I will be turning 40, and then a couple days after my 40th birthday, I'll be running the Hartford Marathon, attempting to get a time that's good enough to qualify for the Boston Marathon in 2025. I'll keep you posted on that. I have to run it in under 3 hours, 10 minutes if I want to qualify. I think I got a good shot at doing it. I've been training hard.
You aren't expected at the briefing for a while. Feel free to look around the ship. Continue on through the hangar and report to
How long we been at this now?
18 hours, Chief.
Shit! Activate the torso batteries.
Check.
Boot up primary servo controls.
Crew Chief Hammond, report to Walker Bay 18 immediately.
Cycle up navigation systems.
And that basically is the Mantis from Halo 4. we will get to pilot this.
Easy. Little left, back, and stop. Okay, so what's the problem with this beast?
The back shield's cut out.
Run a diagnostic on the primary emitter.
Look at this, would you? The MBLBs weren't built for this kind of punishment.
Unfortunately, these will not operate as smoothly as the Mantis in Halo 4. The vehicle sections of Quake 4, terrible. The weakest parts of the game.
Okay, Marine. Time to kill anything that's not you.
Flooding chamber with trichlorite and septazine. Chamber at maximum saturation. Purging chamber. Decontamination cycle complete.
You're clean. Come on through.
How's it been?
Couple of sightings. Other than that, it's been quiet as a graveyard.
Let's hope it stays that way.
Private Mark Lorenzi, please report to Medical Bay 3.
I'm sorry, sir, but you don't have clearance to enter the gun pods.
Report to the main office immediately.
And this is a really cool section. You know, I like to think of that section at the beginning in Doom 3 where you're free to kind of wander around Mars City and talk to the other NPCs, play a game of Super Turbo, Turkey Puncher 3, set the high score, download some extra emails. You know, it's cool because it lets you kind of get a sense of what life on Mars City is like, and it's not good. Here we're getting a sense of the world of Quake 4. And it's cool. It's
Heard the
very
mechanics
military.
are prepping 4 heavy trucks.
So what does that mean?
Not sure. But with that many trucks, HQ's planning something.
And what is going to be funny is later on, after I'm going to return to the Hannibal once I've undergone the Strog process.
Damn it, that hurt!
I told you these systems are finicky.
These systems are ancient.
Tell me about it. My grandfather served on this ship right out of boot camp.
Think they'd retire the old girl. Well, old or not, we gotta fix her.
Oh, we got the Chow Hall.
We're unable to send.
But a strong unit is headed directly for Cougar Squad.
Not my problem.
And
I
they're all
want
dead men.
to get some chow.
Heads out.
So the Macron's dead, eh? The Marine who iced that squib deserves a chest full of medals and a year's R&R.
Hey, you're Matthew Kane, aren't you?
No way!
I saw you when they brought you back from Space Station Armstrong. You look like you'd been mauled by a dozen pit bulls.
I thought Matthew Kane was just a story they made up to scare recruits.
No, he's real. And he's standing right in front of us.
Memorial services for Colonel Westmore will be held at 0800 hours.
I think I'm supposed to go here first.
Private Looms, GPS has located you.
Great. So where's my squad located?
They are 3 clicks northeast of your current position.
Okay, let them know I'm on my way.
Affirmative.
Thanks for the help.
Sorry, buddy. I'm a little busy. Do you see? It's just as I predicted.
Indeed. The nanites infesting the muscle are repairing the tissue even after it's separated from the body.
Apparently, he was captured and forced to endure biomechanical implants. Look at this.
Sorry, I'm kinda occupied right now. So, are they certain it's dead?
I was assured by Lieutenant Pierce it's completely dead.
You remember this morning? That one was dead too. All higher brain functions have atrophied, which indicates the subject was incapable of independent thought. The transceiver located at the base of the skull shows almost all action was dictated by an external source. I believe for a short time after strogification, the subject was aware of his actions but was unable to control them. Chilling scenario, to say the least.
So who are the Strog? Are they a collective? They look like the kind of a combination of the Borg and the Cenobites. They definitely strike me as being similar to the Borg.
Corporal, I'm a little preoccupied at the moment.
How about now?
Nope. It's at 54%.
But the HP-607 has internal compensators, and the XK-1000 doesn't.
I know that. But if you'd read the manual, you'd know the XK-1000 has primary and secondary converters.
What kind of converters?
Radcliffe 12s. They operate at 25 milliamps.
25 milliamps isn't nearly enough.
You're crazy. Maybe if you use a GMOS splitter, but those are highly unstable.
Could you be
Got
any
some
more misinformed?
tech
GMOS
babble.
is the wave of the future.
That's ludicrous. GMOS is a reformatable...
Corporal Matthew Kane, the rest of the Rhino
Private
squad has
Mark
already
Alexis,
arrived.
Please report to medical bay 3.
Oh, can't go to the armory yet. Can't go to the quarters. We will come back to this. I wanted to check out there's a couple rooms down by the mess hall. And something I will also kind of attest to is after you become part Strog,
Just heard we're moving up to the front.
You want me to do what?
Stabilizers. Wait 2 seconds and then
Mechanized
purge
infantry
them.
prep in
The
the
hit will
walker
cause
base.
the system to
Bad
depolarize.
feeling about this one.
Oh, you
But
get
I
a
could
real
burn
bad
out every
feeling all
circuit
the
on this
time.
deck.
Kid, I know what this ship can and can't do.
All right.
but once we undergo the Strog process, then we'll be able to move faster, on top of having more armor and more health. And I wish there was a little more on the TV.
Lieutenant Voss, report to briefing room 8.
I always think of how at Doom 3, when you go to the mess hall, there's like a long
Here's something I didn't expect.
Indeed.
TV section.
Corporal, I'm a little preoccupied at the moment.
Okay, now I suppose we can go to the briefing. But this is cool. I like this little break in the action.
Memorial services for Colonel Westmore will be held at 0800 hours.
Funeral announcement.
Looks like Kane made it back.
Quit giving him shit, Dell. Kane's all right.
Here comes the brass.
As you were. Rhino Squad, the following is highly classified and is not to be spoken of outside these walls. The death of the Macron couldn't have come at a better time. It's imperative we press that advantage, which is the reason for our next operation. Lieutenant Voss, take over.
Intelligence Division has discovered that the Strogg function through a massive communication system called the Nexus. With it, Strogg leaders can instantly send instructions to soldiers in the field. And although it's their strength, it's also their Achilles heel. Our target, known as the Hub, houses major communication lines to the Nexus. We will be escorting a convoy carrying an electromagnetic bomb to a sublevel of this building. The convoy will proceed to the designated position and detonate it. The blast will overload a device known as the Tetranode and effectively cut off the Strogg forces from the Nexus and therefore their commanders. To ensure success, 3 other squads will be escorting additional EMPs to the same location. Their convoys are codenamed War, Famine, and Pestilence.
Which means we are death.
Yeah, we're death. Any questions?
Hilarious.
The convoy will be deployed soon. Go to the armory and suit up. Dismissed.
Private Mark Lorenzi, please report to Medical Bay 3.
Let's chat with our homies.
Kane, when we first dropped on Strogos, I was certain you wouldn't last a day with the Rhino Squad. I am pleased to say, I was incorrect.
You've surprised a lot of people today. You've stood shoulder to shoulder with Rhino Squad and survived. Congratulations.
Just who are they gonna call in when the life of every man, woman, and child on Earth hangs in the balance? Rhino Squad, of course.
Raven Squad.
The Nexus sounds most intriguing. To be able to process the thoughts of billions of Strogg would require technology that is many generations beyond us.
You've done some good work today, Corporal. Lieutenant Voss had a feeling about you. Said you'd be trouble, but you'd be worth it. The lieutenant's never wrong.
Alright, I want to hit up the armory, get some guns.
Lieutenant Voss, report to briefing room
8. Can I hit up quarters? No. Can't just go take a nap?
This guy, Sergeant Bidwell, has one guy thrown over his shoulder and is barking out orders as he blazes away with a rifle in his hand. The man was a freaking machine.
What squad was he with?
I'm not sure, but he was protecting some obnoxious computer tech.
Can't talk right now.
Repair my armor.
Sorry, I'm kind of occupied right now.
It's funny, the techs remind me when I was in the submarine force, we had guys who worked on the forward part of the watertight door and guys who worked on the aft. You know, we called them nukes and coners. Coners, forward guys, you know, working, you know, like sonar, fire control, radio, cooks, yeoman, a couple other forward rates, and then the aft guys were, you know, the engineering guys. These dweeby blue techs remind me of the engineering guys, the nukes.
Signal check for Pestilence.
Your signal is strong, Pestilence. Switch to secured frequency 461.
Roger that. Switching to 461. I'm a scout on special assignment. Here, Marine, you're gonna need this. The extended clip should help in taking down the squibs.
Alright, so our first weapons upgrade. Now we get the, oh no, give me more weapons. But I get a, SMG with an extended clip. Very helpful. Got my shotgun back.
Hannibal, I need a medic.
Who are you? I'm not able to get a reading on your med chip. Sorry, buddy. I'm a little busy. But that chip's implanted near your heart.
Deck 2 immediately.
I'm looking at it right now.
That dude's sleeping on watch.
The plasma coil in panel 24A has been reactivated.
Report to life support services immediately. They're having a problem with a purification unit.
Will do. Still's out.
So, no blaster. Not that I really need it. It's a crappy weapon, but... Basically a pistol with unlimited ammo. I guess and a flashlight on the end. I shouldn't sell it short.
Sorry, I'm kind of occupied right now.
Corporal Kane, your ride to the convoy is waiting for you. Step
All
on.
walkers for Bison Squad will need to be pre-prepped by 0400 hours.
I told the Colonel the system would be operational at 1300 hours.
But I've got a power coupling to overhaul, a plasma transducer to realign.
Alright, so that's the end of this level. We'll go ahead and save here. And I am going to overwrite a different file because I actually like being able to wander around the ship. So we will save over air defense bunker. Hangar perimeter. We'll overwrite this. And at some point I got to go through and delete a bunch of these files so I don't get confused. So, okay. Not much action on this one, but still pretty cool to wander around, get a taste of what the world of Quake 4 is supposed to be like. Pretty immersive. We'll go and save here. And next time we play, it'll be back to action. So, thanks for hanging out.